Hello, everyone. My name is Stanley St. Rose, and today we're going to be talking about Nazi ideology. Now, before I go into this topic, please remember to leave a like, subscribe, and/or comment so the channel can continue to grow. Now, Nazi ideology is very complex. There's a lot to go into here. There's a lot to talk about. Basically, at the core of it, Nazi ideology is literally the Nazis' way of believing that number one, Germany was the best country on the planet. All right, Nazis believed that Germany was the best country on the planet, that the Aryan race was superior to every other race. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter whatever country you come from. The Aryan race was the best race. They believed that the Jewish race or that Jewish people was a threat to that, and so they sought out for the extermination of the Jewish people. That's why concentration camps like Auschwitz, during the Holocaust, the whole point of the Holocaust was just to exterminate Jewish people. It wasn't They weren't trying to enslave them and keep them as slaves forever. They weren't trying to keep them around. They weren't trying to keep them as like a low part of society. I mean, in terms of history, there are nations and countries that have a low group of people that they enslave or have for indentured servitude or things like that. But from the Nazi ideology standpoint, they didn't want the Jewish people at all. They didn't want to keep them around. They didn't want to make them slaves or servants. They just wanted to kill them, which is like one of the darkest thing if you think about it, because there's been slaves for all the since humans have been around. There's been slaves on the planet. If you think about American slavery, and during the transatlantic slave trade, black people were used as slaves. They were used to make money. They were property, and so there was a type of value to slaves. White slave owners were making money off of slaves. If we look at the Aryan standpoint and the Nazi standpoint, they didn't care about that. They just wanted to kill them, which is like a trillion times darker. So it's like it's just a trillion times darker because on one they're both evil. I mean, both of them are ethically and morally wrong, but from one standpoint, it was slavery. On the other standpoint, it was extermination. So Naziology is extremely dark, very dark, extremely dark, because the Jewish people, the whole point of the concentration camps, gas chambers, all of that was just to kill them. The Nazi ideology is kill the Jewish people. Again, very dark. Again, with Nazi ideology, you get a lot of things here. The superiority of the Aryan race, nationalism. Nazis believe that Germany should be expanded. It should get bigger, conquer land. One of Hitler's beliefs was that the country should be expanded. Its borders should be expanded. Honestly, the main point was to make sure that Germany pretty much became a worldwide power, conquer the whole world, which honestly is impossible. No nation could conquer the whole world. People have been trying that since the dawn of time. The Roman Empire, the British Empire, the Ottoman Empire, Genghis Khan, Alexander the Great. I mean, people have made it very, very far, have tried to gotten very close. I mean, the Roman Empire, the famous quote is, the sun never sets on the Roman Empire, right? I mean, people have, several leaders and great men and warriors, and they've tried to conquer the planet. It's never worked. It's just not, it's impossible to really get. I mean, now the population of the earth is 8 billion people. To get 8 billion people underneath one umbrella, it's impossible. You cannot do it. Many, many men, warriors, thinkers, philosophers, people who have power, ties, they've tried, but it always comes crumbling down. And the only thing that has always remained is several nations with their own boundaries and borders across the planet. That's the only thing that has ever remained. So the Aryan race, the Nazi ideology, Hitler, the idea was to start in Germany and just keep conquering until you have the whole planet. Because the Aryan race, from their perspective, the Aryan race was better. Nationality, you wanted to expand that. You wanted to expand borders. You wanted to exterminate the Jewish people. You wanted to create a society where there's no democracy. Nazi ideology, they do not believe in democracy. They believe in authoritarianism, where you would have one person at the top that would rule with an iron fist. I mean, think about Hitler. Hitler was not about to share power with anybody. It was, you have one person at the top who ruled with an iron fist. Ultimately, the goal of Nazis, the Third Reich, the German belief at that time, the ideology was world conquest, exterminate the Jewish people, make sure that we move nationalism, grow our nationalism, make sure that the Aryan race is on top, and conquer the world. So, world domination. At its core, that is Nazi ideology. That's what was happening during World War II. That was the belief system, and yeah, that's pretty much it. That's everything within a nutshell. Please remember to leave a like, subscribe, and or comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video.